For the cut tool or any more advanced tool, sometimes Maya gives you this little tab here, and it actually shows you the buttons and what they do. Now, since I'm in the cut tool, in Maya you just cut like this, as in any software. If you hold down Shift, it will snap to the middle of the edges, or just select a vert and press Enter to confirm your cut. It always chooses a vert to cut, so it won't create any artifacts. So, just like Max. To cut in Max, you go to Edge Mode, go to Cut, and you start cutting from wherever you like. When you hover over a vert, the icon will change like this and it will snap to it. Otherwise, you can cut anywhere and it will create this temporary invisible edge as support for it. When you're ready, you just right click. After that, it needs a lot of cleanup because sometimes it creates artifacts on its own. To slice in Max, use this quick slice and click and let go. Now the edge is sliced from there. So you just click once, click again, click wherever into space around the object, and it will create this line in your view mode. There is also a slice plane option where you use a plane that you can rotate and then click slice. You can reset the plane and keep clicking slice until you're satisfied. If you toggle the split option on, when you slice, it will split the mesh at the same time. In Maya, if you want to slice with the plane, while in the cut tool, you have the slice along plane. So you will use one of the axes, press one of these buttons, and then you can choose slice plane like that, and choose your plane like that. You can also rotate it. And scale it, but that won't matter in this case. And just confirm by clicking away. To cut in Blender, you go into edit mode and then you press K from knife, and this gets your knife tool. You can start cutting anywhere you like, and once you're finished, you press enter and it will confirm your cut. I just undo that to make some nice cuts here to connect my mesh like this. And now I can scroll around while I cut. I make this cut here and connect these. While I'm cutting, I don't have to confirm immediately. I can do any amount of cuts if I press right click and continue cutting the way I want. Just like that. And once I'm done, enter again. You can also cut using the join tool if you press J. So if I select two vertices like this, it will automatically choose the shortest path between them. And if I press J, it will connect. Sadly, it's not always very precise, as you can see. Like I would have liked a straight line like this, so I'll use the cut tool for that and confirm. And while I'm cutting, I can also cut through my objects starting from the outside like this. And you see that it's not projected through. To slice through an object while in knife tool, you press C as displayed here, cut off, cut through, off, and now I press C and turn it on. And if I do this and look around, I can see that I cut through the entire object. Just press enter to confirm. This is very useful because I can use my orthographic cues to cut through my object precisely, because I also have an angle cut. So let's say I snap to this vertex and press A to turn on angle snapping. I can also choose an angle with which to cut, as now it is 30 shown down here, and let's say I want 15, so I type in 15 on my keyboard, and now it snaps to 15 degrees. Just for example's sake, I just do a cut like this and confirm. Of course, slice through wasn't turned on this time, but that's how you slice through your object. So let me just try this again, and I'll turn on slice through like this, turn on angle, cut, enter, and it cut through the entire object, which is great. Exactly what I wanted. And now I can join these two. This join function has some limitations. For example, if I want this word to connect with, let's say this one, it will choose this shortest path. Or sometimes it won't work. For example, if this has a hole like this in its way, something like that, and I want to join these, if it can't find a path, it will give you an error like this because of this hole. So if I want to connect these, I should connect them manually. While cutting, if I hold down shift, it will snap to middle points like this. So now I can create a kind of limited loop with this. And if I hold down Control, I can ignore the snapping. As you see, it snaps to words and edges like this. But if I hold down Control, it will ignore that. And I can fine tune my cut. As if I wasn't holding down Control, I couldn't slide cut right under this like this. If I really wanted to, not that I need it in this case.